Hi, this is an official friendly, which means it's not a part of any tournament, but it's gonna be counted to ITS rating. However, the rating change is gonna be halved compared to the standard official friendlies. Okay, I have Europe scoring, but I don't really have the power to fight for European domination. In case I am purged, I don't want to play containment because purge is mostly wasted on these 5 cards. So one of them is gonna be played now. I already played him twice. It's 1-1. I don't exactly remember. The game I lost against him. I won against him in the ITSL previous season. I remember the game because this is one of the first games I've put on my channel, and I was rather testing the channel than anything else. I remember that I didn't really consider him a strong opponent that time. I won, I consider it natural, and then within the next months I realized, hello, he's a very, very strong guy. He is one of the strongest players actually. Okay, this is the standard Vietnam Revolt's follow-up, and frankly speaking, that's nothing I can really contest. But of course, queuing 1 stabs with 1 ops is tempting. And high rolls are even more tempting. Sooner or later I will probably attempt to take France with nuclear test ban. If it happens, all 4 ops are going to go there. He's using socialist governments, and he lowered DEFCON and he failed. Oh, I have another idea. The goal is pairable with containment. I'm gonna risk blockade. So let's take Middle East and Europe at once. I doubt whether he scares Middle East if he doesn't have it, because he should think I would headline it if I had it. But he cannot coup Europe, so this is something worthy. At the very best, I may be able to take Egypt so that playing Nasser is not that bad, because I maintain access to Libya and at the same time score European domination. He's consequently coupping. This time it was a successful coup, denying me further coups in Asia. My last chance for a counter coup, I guess, but I think it's better to just drop Europe scoring. I could counter, but I didn't have good card to perform the counter coup with. My next move is probably going to be containment to Egypt and Indonesia, even risking a coup. Or, as blockade is gone, coupping with a containment. He's not very lucky in coupping. Now the issue is whether to trigger Nasser and UN intervention and hold decall, or UN intervene decall. Holding or UN intervening? Okay, I think I'm gonna give up Middle East and risk decall coming back, but I'm not gonna give up Asia so easily. Now I more or less equalized Asia, and excuse me for a moment. Korean War to Pakistan. Asia is a +3 from him, for him, if I deny his domination. And I deny his domination. Excuse me. CIA isn't suicidal, but Panama is open, so I think duck and cover is a good call, especially that I have the goal. He had played both Suez Crisis and socialist governments. I'm scared of purge, but nothing that I can do about it. Yep. So assuming I'm giving up Middle East, this turn is gonna be a tough battle to maintain Asia. Since all my cards are going to be played for ops, except Distal, which is gonna be a hold card, there is... I can space the goal, I can't space 5 Fiddle, so I'm gonna trigger Fiddle ASAP to make CIA a DEFCON suicide card, although I expect him to play CIA now, if he has it, and get rid of it. Middle East taken, Asia threatened. Okay, go Fidel. Not India, because 1, India is more expensive, and 2, Indo-Pakistani war could cripple me. I can't really waste too many ops now. So far, okay, Middle East is lost. I accepted it. Let's make Truman somewhat costly, and this event wouldn't even get better, get better. Juicy one. Nothing I can do about his Middle Eastern crawling. But let's at least prevent denying my domination here. Yeah, I know. Poor hand, and I'm wasting one op in Lebanon. No really choice. Asia is more or less maintained. It costs me 3, but well, Middle East cost me 6. I guess he couldn't fight for it any longer. He technically probably could for Saudi Arabia with the China card, but he didn't want to play the China card. Space time. Success. I could try to space T-style, but I want to hold it and space it later. Ooh. So he's gonna have his mill-ups. And now what? Oh, it seems that it hangs not on server side, but my computer. Okay, he failed. With no Indo-Pakistani war now, I feel I'm ready to risk this one. No Indo-Pakistani war, just direct take India. Options for NORAD. Pakistan and Malaysia, Philippines and Malaysia, or Pakistan. Let it be Pakistan. He has Asia scoring. He has CIA. I don't have any cards to hurt his DEFCON. But I have blockade, and I'd like to discard something of the blockade, probably. So in case he purges me again, just in case. Oh, or in case of this, he couldn't know about my defectors. I assume CIA now, informing me about his hand, which is very helpful. No. Oh, he's fighting for Asian domination. I can risk in the Pakistani war now, or just play Warsaw Pact formed, or I can coup, leaving him with CIA, but I assume that if he played it this way, he probably has UN intervention. And I am not in a need of immediate cooing because I will have my mill-ups. So let's first secure Asia and go to Colombia. This makes sense in this particular situation because he wants to play the CIA, and if he uses it, even coup, I can counter coup, and then it's my turn again. Oh, 5-year plan and Asia scoring. Let it go here and hope he's not rolling high enough against Venezuela. This was not high enough. This was also not high enough. Oh, I don't have two good cards to coup back and forth in Colombia. Again hanging? Come on, I need time. At least now I rolled decently. Actually, it's not a big deal for me to play Truman for ops. Now it's not a big deal even to play Arab-Israeli war for ops. But now it's kinda sort of big deal of my losing South American access. Good thing about it is that he has to play Marshall Plan to take Venezuela now. Bad thing is that he had 4 ops. I think my last action round should be Truman to Canada. Neither Romania or maybe Colombia is worth not triggering NORAD. Yeah, Colombia is worth. But if I roll a 1, it's gonna be annoying. I rolled a 6, so it's far less annoying. And come on, what's that? Okay, the Voice of America makes it quite tempting. But let this go first. Maybe I should have headlined Latin American death squads, but in general, if you have 3 scoring cards in hand, you should headline at least one of them. Of course, he will coup Panama because he doesn't have better targets. But with a little bit of luck, I can wipe him off Panama and Venezuela with the Voice of America. Then play Panama Canal returned. Blech. Okay then. I guess Central America is more or less lost. I hope just he doesn't have liberation theology. And of course after Panama coup I'm gonna voa against Chile and Venezuela. Yeah, Latin American death squads would be appreciated now. I also hope that my Voice of America is not met with his junta or High Columbia coup. Oh, but this activates my NORAD. Not that it helps much. There aren't many tempting targets for NORAD. Let it be Pakistan. So, as said, now if he coups Colombia and just empty it, it's okay, because Panama Canal returned grants me access before he has it. But if he coups Colombia and gets there, I have to recoup. Oh, okay. Appreciation from such a good opponent is always welcome. Okay, this is an event. And this couldn't really be helped, so let's play this event as well. So now the plan. Brazil and Venezuela score South American domination. Mexico score Central America as cheaply as I can. Hold, duck and cover. Uh-oh. Ooh. Stinks. Okay. This is not gonna be any better than that. I think after what I'm seeing now, I don't even have to trigger our man in Tehran as an event. Oh. I will coup Haiti, I guess, because I need MILOPS anyway. Accepting the fact that Central America is lost anyway. Ho ho ho, another purge. I don't like what Africa looks like. Here, coup attempt. Only 2, but it doesn't really change Central America outcome. And I needed MILOPS. Oh. Of course I'm discarding you. Even Africa scoring is not gonna be that bad. Comic-Con is fully acceptable. I just dump it to Algeria and whatnot. Yeah, that's funny that I don't really have good target for the remaining influence. Okay, let it be Turkey. 1, to ensure the number of countries in Europe, and 2, to not be forced to take from West Germany in case I am put in Cuban Missile Crisis. Junta just to steal his coup. I know it's fighting for a non-scored region, but otherwise he can just coup Algeria, and this is gonna hurt. On the other hand, duck and cover is vulnerable to wheelbarrow, so junta it is. UN intervention with OPEC, and this goes certainly for U2 incident. No space race candidates, although flower power comes close. Another option, space OPEC and hold UN. But most of the cards are going to be events, so for ops it's duck and cover, U2 incident, and well, flower power in this case. I'd like to space OPEC because because simply I want to be the first to reach this space race place. And one small step is somewhere there. Yeah, junta lowering DEFCON disactivates NORAD, but socialist governments can deactivate NORAD as well. They can't render him dominating Europe, so I can decide whether I do anything about it. Okay. Just deactivated NORAD. It wouldn't be active anyway. Yeah, Americas have been scored. Europe, Middle East, Africa are the scorings waiting. None of them is really... fuck. Too much of... being repairable. What am I doing now? That's the number of ops I wanted to use. If he goes to Africa, yeah, I'm giving this, so I'm not playing UN intervention. Only cleared. This ABM was hurtful. So OPEC space UN intervention stays. Not sure about John Paul. It can't break Poland, so if I don't really have any better card, I will use John Paul for an event, for ops. Camp David seems more important. Cancels the war. He's fighting for an unscored region as well. And he has the point to some extent. Okay, let's do it this way again. A brutal play would be Flower Power 1 to Mexico, 3 to Saharan states. But I can always use Flower Power to just perform a coup. Costa Rica was an exaggeration. I don't really get this move. And I think this was not a good move. This gives me some time. If he repairs South Africa now, cooing Cameroon, brings Africa back to non-dominated by USSR. Of course, cooing with Nixon. At the very last, I can agree to resign from the main plans, to play UN intervention with OPEC and give him one more victory point from you two, to play Camp David for ops. And so, although Camp David would be really helpful, because Middle East is gonna be scored. Oh, but this changed things strongly. Coup is no longer enough. But UN intervened OPEC to Botswana and Tunisia or Ivory Coast is enough. And in a long run, it's gonna cost me far less. Whoa, but this is not enough. So what did I miscalculate? Oh, he took 2 countries, so my taking 2 countries is not enough, because my calculations based on the fact that I miscalculated anything, yeah, but that I'm flipping one of these countries. So in the long run, I cannot grab Africa. I can put 2 in Angola and then flip Zaire if he allows, but I doubt it. So let's treat it as inevitable and just play what I intended to play. Regretfully, I failed this one. Just considering using ops due to containment. Yeah, Africa scoring. This for Middle East. And Nixon worth 2 victory points or 3 ops, but where? Muslim revolution is temporarily gone. So let's attack him here. In the long run, North Korea is always useful. I like that I got one small step. I also like that I got salt negotiations. I'll try to play it in the last action round, claiming IBM treaty, and then attack Italy. Maybe I should prepare realignment options for Italy for such a scenario. But then, what the hell am I headlining? If he plays Missile Envy on me, maybe Cuban Missile Crisis, I'm not sure whether I can give him Che and then I mean, the engines never really handle good Cuban Missile Crisis, and if he plays Missile Envy, I hand him Che. He may be unable to coup, although he should be able to take 2 from Cuba and then coup twice. Oh, he just grabbed China card back. I should space Quagmire, then probably space Decol if applicable, and UN intervene Willy Brandt, or just, if impossible, UN intervene Decol. But let's first test the engine against this bug. Plus I want to take Israel soon. Okay, he could do it, and he's able to coup. And I'm able to take a battleground in one of the regions that hadn't been scored yet. So the problem is I kinda sorta miss cards I can play for ops. 2, 3 cards, 7 ops in total. Or 4 cards, 9 ops in total, if I'm unable to space twice. Repaired everything he needed. Okay, this succeeded. So that's a good news. He had this one. So another spacers. And this succeeded. That's even better news. Maybe I can hold you an intervention just one more turn? I didn't seal on gunman, so this is tempting. So now shuttle diplomacy. Like Greece, Spain, Portugal and Germany. Just to secure everything that needs to be secured. Then Willy Brandt to to coup attempt. One small step to another coup attempt to grab enough military operations and then salt. Thinking about the order of playing, and I'm thinking about whether I really need Greece and Turkey. I think I need, because with ABM if I roll a 6 I control Italy and this is the only scenario, so perhaps realignments are wiser than coup attempts. With realignments I can wipe it out, and with some luck I can even wipe Yugoslavia out. If I don't control Italy, he has Yugoslavian adjacency and access. Okay, let's first perform coup with this. Good roll. I'm sure it's inactive. Now place influence. He's good enough to read my plan, but I doubt whether he can prevent anything I planned, even if he reads it correctly. So now the second coup target. I think African one. Not sure which one, but I guess Saharan states to just prevent any good realignments from his side here. I hold UN, and the only card still in the deck, stealing China, is Usuri, so it's mine, and Nixon is gonna come back, and Cultural Revolution is gone. Not making use of this. And now I see his headline. I got nuclear test ban, so if he enters Italy after I realign it, I can try to coup it with nuclear test ban. Or even with the China card, because I got Usuri as well. The nasty thing is that he has long gunman. If he plays it, I have to wipe him off these two countries, because otherwise he can coup and then enter Italy. And it's crucial. I'd rather not use the China card for Usuri. takeaway, because I'd rather play Usuri for an event breaking Asian countries. Puppet government's less helpful than usually because they came late enough. He has advantage, not me. But the game is still pending. So maybe. Yep, long gone. So this has to be it. Yes. What did you write? I'll have to read it later. One more realignment target. Yeah, Mexico looks tempting. Yep. Now I can see what he wrote. Yep, it provides zero information. I guess he should be aware of all my cards, maybe, except nuclear test one. I don't remember it really. Strongly enough. Ooh. I didn't really like this one. But he can't do too much about Europe, and this is mainly what I like. The annoyingly strong move he could make would be placing influence in Austria without lowering DEFCON. Because in such a case, I feel I'd have to put 4 in Italy. I can't just leave Italy empty. He's cooing. Lebanon. Oh, No, that requires deeper thinking. Connected with the fact that DEFCON is at 5. For example, I may risk cooing Thailand. Which he could counter coup. Or maybe cooing Vietnam. I think cooing Vietnam is a good move now. But not if you roll a 1. His cooing Lebanon is really annoyingly good. Yes, he's right, this is fascinating. This map, with my Europe scoring in my hand and with his knowledge about my hand, is really something. And UN intervention, again, looks like a very good hold card. Okay, I'm gonna give you Korean War. Yeah, it turned out to be pointless, except flower power. Ouch! Forgot about it. And again, I rolled only a 1. Ouch! This was important. Arms race is pointless because I can never get higher than he. And he's gonna wipe me off Israel now. Oh, he wiped himself and he's finally lucky. Regretfully, he's finally lucky. Maybe it's puppets time. No Italy. No living one in Italy. Okay. Time to lower DEFCON. Not time to roll highly, but funnily enough, if he lowers DEFCON now, I can flip Thailand with a China card, otherwise I can coup Thailand with a China card. Ooh! That was far too strong. And has to be addressed. Find myself having no time to coup again. But this is indeed a very fascinating turn. Played around DEFCON, and well, rather unlucky for me. No Italian adjacency, so he has to have another 4 to deny my domination. But I'm unable to Mm-hmm. That's what you planned. No, I didn't want to go to Peru. I wanted to go to Chile. I wonder whether he drops DEFCON or not. I will score these two. He's not dropping. He's dropping DEFCON gives me NORAD. I wonder whether he remembers it. So NORAD should break either Mexico or Panama. No, he's not dropping DEFCON. He's playing directly. And I got kinda sorta great hand with Star Wars and grain sales. And also Asia scoring, which is not the very best information. What about Asia? He has 7. I have 6, so flipping Thailand looks like more than enough. DEFCON at 4. Maybe Usuri would be even a good headline if I didn't see his headline. To grab the China card and see whether he drops DEFCON or protects Thailand. Quagmire. This hurts. Because it cancels NORAD, but let's then draw a card from his hand. It's the goal. Since Europe has been scored, I'm gonna risk this one. But this was not a great roll. Okay, now tear down this wall should repair France, whatever he does there. China card cooing in Brazil, and this was a successful one. And I failed getting off Quagmire on my first attempt, and this may be a game deciding moment. It's worth holding Star Wars, I guess. Just to play grain sales once more. Oh no! Another failure. South America is dominated by him by now. Central America is of... Oh, fuck! Okay, now this is not funny, because I no longer have good cards to discard. So these 3 failed rolls to Quagmire, I think, were game-changing, and, well, I'm losing this game due to it. No complaints, that's what this game is like, but very, very sad, because it was a really good and close game until these rolls come. Okay, tear down goes first. And failed again, come on. Usuri goes next. Okay, being forced to discard Star Wars is just killing. And I failed again. 6 rolls in a row. Let's calculate it in my mind. 1 in 729 times what happens. Something like this. So much about my hopes for anything, like literally anything. And now I got 2 scorings and no hope. My best hope now is to exceed the time limit by my opponent. But that's one of the most disappointing games I've played so far. And yes, what are you going to discard from me? I guess it's Colonial Missile and Vessel. Yeah. None of the scorings, I guess. Sorry. Central America and South America score enough for him to win this game. And now he's seeing my hand, so... Yes. War games. Well, finally. How tempting. Knowing that he knows my damned hand. Okay, I usually offered you that I'm gonna play the game until the end. But now it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna commit Afghan suicide when it comes to my move. Sorry about that. Thank you for watching and see you next time.